The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. A gain of 3, second down. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one, with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Right here, right here.
From the 24, Wentz, and the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're able to get this one. Across the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
That's how we do, D.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw is Wentz. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 2nd and 5 now. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a 1st carry for Donnell Pumphrey, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 1st down following 3. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From midfield, here's Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. On first down, Brady over the middle here to Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Hey, bunt. Hey!
This is Howard on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Sendejo. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And some space here. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Throw to the right here to Gordon. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
53, Linda! 53, check it, Alpha!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 120! Lefty.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They run with Howard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Let's go.
At the 27-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie.
53, Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, 66.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Sugar.
57, Mike, 50, smooth. Touchdown alert.
To throw is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
That's how you score.
From 8 yards out, and the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Eagles take over first.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Patriots take over first
Good work,
and
boys.
10
Let's go.
at their own
Let's go.
23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend that.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right there. Check tight. Check tight.
On first down, Wentz. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Mike Bennett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Alshon Jeffrey. Incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and a mile. A final shot before half for Wentz. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. Now he'll let it go deep right. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 53, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Spot.
Recon, 132 fighter, 150.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for a second down. To throw, it's Brady. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Hey, check. Hey, Alabama. 72.
Now Brady again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Kill.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Goal 50. Hey, Haywood.
Again, it's Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
Hey, 66.
Brady now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, it's Howard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
You got it. You got it.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first and goal, Howard. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Howard all alone in the backfield on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They will run with Clement. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, ready.
53 is the mark. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
On second and 9, Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Brady crossing route complete. It's Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I do. Hey, echo. 53 is the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. Hey, check it.
Here's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Caleb Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Wentz now to throw. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, Red 5-2, come here.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 6 guys. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, empty. Empty. Kill.
Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the numbers. fires. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Caleb Wilson, 89 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Wentz on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he's going to go up top. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, it's Wentz. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Sunday.
Now Wentz again. Jackson's got it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Two Jack.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run again with Pumphrey. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he fends him off. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards there and a first down.
Wait, that's 20.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Alert.
Get your game up. 53 is the Mike.
Hey, high 7.
They can't hang with us. 53 is the Mike. 53, check.
Brady going to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2, kill.
This complete left side to Aguilar. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers.